No, I'm super excited to be back. I definitely think it's a huge advantage to be at your alma mater. Obviously, being a younger coach, being at a school, right? I went here. I know how to sell it. I chose to come here. When I need something, I know where everything is. Lots of familiar faces, relationships I already have. So I think that was a huge advantage. Let me come in and hit the ground running instead of spending like the first 6 months like figuring out how everything operates. So it's been awesome. Good, yeah. The small roster is definitely different. There's definitely really cool things about it. Like we've been able to build really like strong connections with all the guys. We get to spend a lot of time on them and watch a lot of film individually with them. So from that standpoint, it's been pretty cool. And I also think with the smaller roster, all the guys feel like they have a big role, and it's easy to get everybody bought in. So those are some of the advantages, I guess, that we've been enjoying. But yeah, recruiting, it's probably the most important thing that we need to be doing right now to get the program, where we think it can be. So yeah, we've been putting a ton of effort in on that front, starting to feel some of that positive momentum start to build, and the hard work starting to pay off. So pretty excited about our 22 class for sure. Well, the fall went really well. Exceeded our expectations, I'd say. I think probably exceeded expectations externally too. So yeah, no, we're really excited. Made a lot of progress in the fall. And it's just going to be trying to continue to build on that and just be in a way different place at the end of the season than we are at the beginning. So just continuing to improve and compete. The returning guys and our roster this fall, I think when you walk into a program that's struggled and has had a bad culture, as a coach, you assume that they're not going to be a fun group to coach, and then it's going to be really hard to get things changed and to get people to do the things you're asking them to do, and it's just been the complete opposite of that. I think they've kind of experienced some like tough times, and when we came in with new ideas, they were just so open and ready to try everything, and they completely bought in, and they've been actually extremely fun group to coach. So that's been a really big surprise, a pleasant surprise for sure. Our freshmen have really developed a lot in the fall, so really excited to see how they continue to make some strides, especially as we start to get into actual match situations more. But then, our returners, I really think, are poised to have their best seasons as Tigers. So, Dominic, his approach touch went up 4 inches this fall. So that kind of jump really just shows how hard he's been working, and I think he's positioned to have hopefully his best season. Russell, same way. Really highly touted recruit coming in and has had some good times here, but maybe hasn't fully reached his potential. This fall, he absolutely put in a ton of work and it was playing probably the best volleyball he's played at Wittenberg. So I think he's positioned to have a really good season too. I would throw Chris and Aiden in that category too. I think they put in a ton of work, made a lot of improvement, have a really good chance to have an awesome season. And then Aaron Georgie, our grad transfer setter, has just made a huge difference bringing in, that's a super important position, and having someone who was the assist leader at their previous school coming here and just bringing that experience, I think, has helped us a ton on the court, but then he's just brought a ton of leadership and passion, which has made he's probably driven the culture change as much as anybody has. Yeah, no, some of our guys are like extremely new to the sport, as in this is their first time playing. So, like Luke, Luke's in that category, and he's worked as hard as anybody has. He knew that he had like a big learning curve, he's put in a ton of work in the weight room. Got like extra reps, like even outside of practices, he's always in the gym just trying to get caught up. So that's been really cool to see. I think it's kind of like you said, just taking it more seriously, and as any other sport, I think like we've made huge strides in that sense this fall, kind of trying to get the program culture where we want it to be. In terms of, the community and just the campus support, I know that yeah, it may be, I don't know, our program probably has not been the most exciting program to follow, recently. So we definitely want to put out a product that is at a Wittenberg standard this season, but then continue to build the program, towards our ultimate goal of competing for championships in the next couple of years. So, yeah, hopefully people will come to a match and get excited about seeing us grow. If you want to see a program on the up, yeah, our schedule's not exactly ideal. That first match is way earlier than we would typically play an open, so we're really framing that as an opportunity to get a few practices under our belt and then find out what we actually need to work on and get film to watch, and then kind of regroup, hit practice for another week before we go on the road. So I think that first match is going to be a really good learning experience for us. And then, yeah, we go on the road for 11 matches, I think, in a row after that. So that's definitely going to be a challenge. I actually really think that could be a positive thing for us. Those road trips are how teams really come together, spending just a ton of time with each other. So, yeah, I think that road stint at the beginning, I think, is going to be really important for just bringing us together, and facing some challenging environments on the road. I definitely think, if we can get through that and really come together as a team, that's going to set us up for success the rest of the season. So, yeah, first Code Red match. Our Code Red match is February 11th. That's a conference opener, so that's going to be a huge match to kind of set the tone for how we want to compete within our conference. February 13th is the NCAC Showdown, so that's the first time that's ever happened before. So basically, we're getting Wabash and Hiram here. So we compete in the MCVL, so we don't necessarily get the experience of competing against other NCAC schools and having those rivalries the same way every other sport here does. So just getting the three NCAC schools together, and we're gonna have the NCAC championship trophy and that type of stuff. So just kind of getting to compete for an NCAC championship for the first time, I think is really cool, and it's going to be here, and it's going to be those familiar schools that everyone on campus knows. So I'm really excited for that opportunity. I think that's going to be a really cool experience for our guys. And then, yeah, our other tri-match with Trine and Marion at home. Those are two really good teams, so that's going to be another chance for us to compete at a high level on our home court. So, final thoughts, super excited to be back. I honestly think we're ahead of schedule from where I thought we'd be when I took the job. Our guy, and that's because of our guys. They just absolutely bought in and put in a ton of work. And I think, our biggest focus this season is just to compete. So for us, that means, am I doing, everything I can to maximize our chance of winning this point? So it's not, is this team way better than us? Did we lose the last set? Did we lose the last two sets? Have we lost two matches in a row? It's just, bringing your best to every point. And if we do that, we're gonna maximize what we have, and I think we're gonna surprise some people. So, yeah, that's the focus.